finally they're finding cancer in a braiding hair. And honestly, I'm not even surprised because I feel like it's cancer in literally everything nowadays. Literally everything. The food, the products, the hair, the fucking air, the sheets. I found out the other day that polyester, pretty much everything is made out of polyester blend. At that, even underwear can cause cancer.
Y'all, I swear to y'all, them people is not lying about that braiding hair.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been knowing the dangers of putting weave in your hair. Did I know it's cancerous? Absolutely not, but I know every time I put that shit in my hair would just be itching like a mug. I would break out with those little bumps and I would just get, I would just have a bad reaction to the point where I had to take Benadryl.
Tell me why every time I try to braid my hair with expression, my scalp is on fire. Look at my scalp. And it's even worse on the back.
So hello everybody, you're welcome back again to my YouTube channel. Let me unwrap this my beautiful head from the title about this hair extension saga that is going on social media. You definitely know that we're going to be discussing about hair extension in this video. So in this video, we'll be discussing about the recent research that was made. So there was a group of researchers that made a research recently, and they discovered that in this popular hair extension most of us black use, that they discovered that most of the products used to make this hair extension is very dangerous to our head. Both the person making the braid and the person that they are braiding the hair on, most of the chemical can cause cancer and different infertility. In fact, they made a list of some of the health issues that we can have while using this hair extension. And this research has sparked a lot of conversation on social media, especially in the black community, because we blacks, we know that this hair extension, most of us have been using it in ages. Even our grandmother, our great-grandmother, in fact, since the generation of mankind in the black community. Apart from this hair extension, the other alternative for us is using wig extension. No wig, the European standard of beauty. And moreover, not every one of us like the using of wig. For me personally, it's not as if I don't like wig. I like wig, but not all the time. There are sometimes, in fact, the thought of getting up in the morning, trying to put the wig on your head, looking for glue to glue the frontal, trying to comb, trying to to maneuver the wig, sometimes it's very frustrating for me, and sometimes I don't have that time, especially when I'm late for work. And most of the time, even when I will come back from work, I get into my house, the first thing I will do is my wig. It's like this flingy followed by my bra. I just want me to have peace. So but anytime I have this my hair extension, my dear, my love, life is easy for me. There's no need for me to be doing extra things in the morning with my hair extension. So I believe the same thing goes to some of our black sisters in this our black community. So now let me let you guys to watch the different reaction of people coming out on social media to give their personal thoughts and their personal opinion about this new research that was made about this hair extension. Then I'll come back to let you guys to know my thoughts.
So the boho braids is canceled for the summer. All braids, knotless braids, boho braids, box braids, they cancel for the summer. So they're saying that the braiding hair that we're using is literally causing cancer. Not only to the person getting the braids, but the braider as well. We literally can't have anything. Why are these people trying to unalive us so bad? All of these braiding companies, their hair contains 10 carcinogens. 10 carcinogens. These brands were definitely tested from Sensational, Shake and Go, Magic Fingers, and only 2 decided to offer a statement, which was Sensational and Magic Fingers, saying that their products don't contain these ingredients. Lord, what we gonna do? Summertime is about to begin, and before it begins, it is canceled. Okay, cancel. There will be no braids. So that silk press is going to have to press out and stay a little longer. Comment down below if you have heard this.
Our latest investigation found carcinogens in all 10 products of artificial braiding hair that we tested. Beauty products such as synthetic braiding hair are largely unregulated, and some ingredients are not required to be listed on the package. This puts the health of people who wear synthetic braiding hair and the braiders who install them at risk.
I don't think you heard them the first time. They took 10 different brands of synthetic braiding hair and they tested all 10. And all of them come back with carcinogens in that can cause cancer. 10 of them. They got a strike. Do you know how hard it is to get 10 out of 10. I don't know if any of you have ever watched They Clone Tyrone on Netflix, you know, the one with Jamie Foxx in and John Boyega. The message that they put in that film is exactly the type of stuff that we're seeing here. How is it that we have been braiding our hair for centuries, and no one thought, hey, maybe we should test these and try and put some regulations on them? Did no one think they're absolutely fine pushing products out to us in the masses for cheap prices and know that we will grab them? Because at the end of the day, braiding is meant to be a protective and cost-effective style. No one has the money constantly when they want to get braids done to be buying fresh bundles all the way from Malaysia off AliExpress. We want something cheap. But just because it's cheap doesn't mean it has to be riddled with things that are going to make us sick or deter our health in the long term. The saddest thing about this is that what was once a hairstyle for Black women is now a conscious health decision. Those people who want to get their hair braided to make themselves feel good, who want to get their children's hair braided so it's a protective style that they can manage while they're in school or whatever. And then for the people who are braiding hair, who now have to go and seek probably more organic products that cost them more to buy, it charges the client more, when really this shouldn't be in our hands. It should have never been in our hands. This should have been touched and covered and tested years ago. But still, why are we so behind? This isn't just about braiding hair. This is about being a woman in a consumer-driven society in general. Why do we have to know all of these dangerous, harmful chemicals and have to recognize them ourselves on the back of packets when simply the person who is creating them could do the testing, make them more natural, make them more affordable, but they don't. It's greed over and over again. I know expression packs. I've been buying expression packs. For me personally, I don't mind paying the 50, 60 extra P if it means that I will not get cancer for putting it on my head. But you could have told us that. You could have put it on the pack. You could have maybe drawn us to a website to make us understand this, but you don't. And you never do. The truth is, I don't know where we go from here, but what I know is that I have a privilege, and you watching might have a privilege, to buy the more organic, natural variations of synthetic braiding hair. But let's be real, this hair is all over the world, and a lot of people and a lot of Black women are going to be missed out of that conversation and not going to be able to have access to that, and are going to have to continually use these things and products every single day because that's all they can get their hands on. And this is scary. This is scary. How we have left this so long, I don't know. And how this world created a vaccine in like 3 months, 4 months flat, but didn't think to test a simple product over the span of 50, 60, 70 years. I don't know.
I'm not trying to be overly dramatic here, but I am absolutely done with synthetic hair. Okay, done with synthetic braiding hair. I had no idea how toxic synthetic braiding hair is. Yeah, I'm talking about, you know, like the Kanekalon and all of the different braiding hair that we use that looks like Afro textured hair. That stuff is poisonous, okay? Yeah, seriously. So harmful chemicals such as polyethylene tetraphthalate or PET, polypropylene or PP, and polyvinyl chloride are chemicals linked to a range of health issues, including skin irritation, respiratory problems like asthma, and even cancer. All right, think about Kanekalon, right? We all use Kanekalon, right? Really affordable and popular. Well, it has acrylonitrile and vinyl chloride as well, both of which are toxic to humans, and according to the National Cancer Institute, directly links vinyl chloride with leukemia, lymphoma, and rare forms of liver, brain, and lung cancer. So I'm done.
So scientists tested 10 popular synthetic hair brands in different colors and discovered some toxic chemicals in these hairs that could cause serious health issues like organ damage, infertility, birth defect, asthma, bronchitis, cancer. Yeah, the list goes on. ADHD, hormone problems, and respiratory diseases. Synthetic hairs are very common in Africa, so it's important for you to be aware of the potential risks. Now, does this mean you need to stop wearing synthetic wigs? Not necessarily. Just make sure to choose wigs made from high quality synthetic fibers like Hyperlon instead of plastic ones. So now you know that.
On the last day of Black History Month is when I find out that braiding hair is causing women to get cancer. Like, that is so crazy to me. And then what's even crazier is that you don't even know what brands are like causing the cancer, because these braiding hair brands are lacking like detailed ingredient lists. So they're not even putting all the ingredients on their ingredient list. So how do you even look and see which brand has these harmful chemicals in them? These people have been putting formaldehyde in our braiding hair. Y'all, that is a bug killer. A bug killer. And they've been putting that in our braiding hair, and that stuff can literally give you cancer. So yeah, y'all, when y'all dip y'all braiding hair in hot water, all of that, it's actually releasing VOCs, which is just crazy to me. And it's just like, why is there chemicals in the braiding hair? Why is there acetone? Why is there formaldehyde? Why is there all those chemicals in the braiding hair? But at the same time, I feel like I can't be that shocked, because have y'all ever seen those videos of them like actually making the braiding hair? Like, it looks like chemicals. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all, I swear to y'all, them people is not lying about that braiding hair. Last year, a girl had emailed me for promo for Knotless Plats, and I ended up going to her to do the promo. And after she did my hair, maybe like a little after a week, I literally broke out in a big rash in my head. It was almost like I had hives, like it was making my skin crawl. I had to wake up in the middle of the night and go to Aventure Urgent Care. They had to give me literal cream, like some drop shit to put in my head to cure it up, and I had to take the hair out. So my mom, I'm like, I ain't never going back to this girl. If you on my YouTube, you remember this happened to me. I'm like, I ain't never going back to this girl. I don't know what she used in my head, but that it broke me out, right? And this was the first time this happened to me. I done had knotless pets like years ago. I always used to wear knotless, right? So a couple of months later, I ended up going to my homegirl, and I told her what happened. She used different hair and everything. I promise y'all, no lie, the shit happened again. Like 4 days later, I started seeing bumps in my head, and they was getting like little pus heads in them. I had to take my hair out like 4 days later. I was so mad. I don't know what they done did to that hair, but it is true. That hair has something in it that is causing us disease. They say it's cancer. I don't know, but that hair got something in it.
I don't know why I have to say this, but when you're traveling to another country, especially,
I might support women of other races wearing braids, and this is why. I believe that honestly, any product that is used solely by Black women or majority by Black women are products that the government refuses to regulate and products that usually cause cancer. I want you guys to research the likelihood of beauty products used by Black women to cause cancer in comparison to beauty products used by any other race. In the example of the synthetic fibers used in Kenkaline or synthetic braiding hair, there are cancers that are caused by using synthetic braiding hair, such as leukemia, lymphoma, lung cancers, ovarian cancers, cervix cancer, and the government refuses to regulate Black hair products.
So I was tired of feeling that way, so I looked up some methods, and I've been using it ever since. My daughter's birthday is coming up this Sunday, and I'm putting weave in her hair today. But to counteract those reactions, I put the weave that I'm going to use in my sink, and I fill the sink up with water. I put apple cider vinegar in there, and I let it sit for an hour, 10 or more if I'm feeling lazy. Look, don't judge me, okay? Sometimes I just like to let it sit and simmer, all right? I wait till all that white stuff comes to the surface. I rinse it off. I shampoo it with shampoo and conditioner, and then I dry it here on my towel. I will show you guys. Like this. Put it on my counter, have it sitting and drying, air dry, okay? Yes, the process took me about a day, I ain't gonna lie, because I let it sit for a long time yesterday because I don't want her to have absolutely no reaction. That shit is miserable as hell. But yeah, I let it sit, and boom, she's good to go. We're good to go. We feel absolutely nothing. Now, did I know it was cancerous at the time? Again, absolutely not. But I knew we have reactions to it. Whatever that white coat and stuff on top is causing us to have reactions. So when I do this method, I don't feel absolutely nothing, and I'm able to go on about my day. If you're a braider and you want to continue to use it, absolutely, by all means, keep using it. If you wanted to learn what you can do to prevent those irritations, then boom, you have it. I just told you. And if you just want to quit overall, absolutely, I understand that. We're all dreadheads in my house, but every now and then, around our birthdays, we like to put weave in our hair, okay? But yeah, that's it. That's all. Peace.
Guys, they're saying there's cancer in expression. What? They are trying to take us out by any means possible. I don't give a flying rat's behind. I'm putting them braids in. So
look at this, y'all. Synthetic hair braids link to cancer and fibroids in black women. Listen to what this woman got to say about it, then I'm going to give you some solutions.
As a black woman scientist, I do not use synthetic braiding hair. I know most of the synthetic braiding hair we use and that can be found in beauty supply stores have toxic chemicals in them, like acrylonitrile, which has been labeled as a probable human carcinogen, and also vinyl chloride, which has been linked to cancers like leukemia and liver cancer. When the braiders are heating up synthetic hair to seal the braids, it releases toxic gases called VOCs, volatile organic compounds, and these can make asthma and breathing issues worse. Imagine black communities where asthma rates are already high. Some synthetic braids even have flame retardants, and these chemicals are linked to cancer and reproductive issues.
80% of black women will experience fibroids in a lifetime, which can lead to the removal of their uterus in many cases. That can be prevented by following these steps right here. Number 1, try not to sit for prolonged periods of time. This cuts off the circulation in the uterus, leading to fibroids. Number 2, take this formula to Portal. It contains a combination of fibroid busting herbs like Vitex, which is known to balance progesterone and estrogen, reducing heavy bleeding and fibroid sizes. And number 3, stay away from the synthetic hair.
So cancer-causing chemicals are being found in braiding hair now. It's so crazy because that was one of the reasons I actually locked my hair. I locked my hair about 8 years ago now because I used to wear braids all the time because they were convenient. So I just decided to lock my hair because it'd be even more convenient. I did notice before I locked my hair that braiding hair was getting more and more expensive. And it also was having a bad reaction to my scalp. I remember the old braiding hair that I used to get. It was like 5 packs for $20. Like, that hair was good hair up until, like, I want to say maybe like 2017. That's when something changed about it, and like it started irritating my scalp. It was like, it was not a long lasting irritation, but like it would irritate it like for the first 2 or 3 days. I've seen a lot of women out here talk about how braiding hair is not the same and it's irritating the scalp and stuff like that. It's causing them their skin to break out and all kind of stuff. So carcinogens being found in braiding hair, it just makes me feel like they are targeting a certain demographic. We are known to use braiding hair for protective styles, different type of protective styles. So I just feel like it's an attack on us. Ladies, just take a break in between installs. Let your hair breathe for a little while because they out here doing some shady shit. Just let it breathe for a little bit.
Man, can us black women get a break, man? They found cancer-causing chemicals in braiding hair. Braiding hair. They said the longer the braid, you know, when you braid your hair, you keep the braids in months at a time, at least a month. And longer it sits on your scalp, all those chemicals are absorbing into your body. Ain't nobody told us nothing. Now, I'm retired now, well, semi-retired, but mostly. I was a braider for over 30 years. They said it's dangerous for the customer that's wearing the hair and the braider as she's braiding it. And imagine when we used to burn the ends of the hair and smoke coming up and hell and all that. I've done it for 30 years. This was on the Consumer Report page. If you want to go find it here on TikTok, Consumer Report. Only 2 of these companies responded back once they told them what they found out about this hair. And even those 2 companies saying they stand by their findings. They think it's totally safe. Black women. Oh my gosh.
So y'all mean to tell me y'all just found out it's cancer in the braiding hair and I just sat here for 5 days to get my hair braided? But you know what? It's a recall on everything. They finding things on everything. I don't know what's true or not. If it's true, you know, we just gotta stay. It's just our time to go. If it's our time to go, it's just our time to go. Like it ain't too much fighting we can do.
So now we got cancer causing braiding hair. So now the synthetic hair that we use for braiding is cancerous. So the hair that we use got chemicals in it that may cause us cancer. So y'all know a lot of black women, when you've been getting braids and your edges come out and your hair fall out, it might not have been your braider.
It may have just been the carcinogenic substance in the hair that they found. They have found cancer-causing chemicals in about 10 of the most popular braiding hair that we use. I don't know if it's time for us to go back to our natural hair, our natural roots. And I know that a lot of people that make braiding hair, they make the synthetic crochet hair also. So what's going on with the braiding hair? Now it's time to pay attention to the synthetic wigs. It's time to pay attention to the synthetic blends, because I've seen a lot of women have reactions to wigs, all types of hair. So I'm just spreading the message for our women to stay woke, because the hair is now giving us cancer. Y'all leave in the comments and tell me y'all thoughts about this.
Tell me why every time I try to braid my hair with expression, my scalp is on fire. Look at my scalp. And it's even worse on the back.
Y'all, they done found cancer in the braiding hair. Yes. And 10 different very popular brands. So y'all know what that means.
I don't know if y'all have seen the video that's circulating now, but there is a video going around showing that braiding hair has carcinogens in them, which is chemicals that cause cancer in our braiding hair. And really, I'm really actually quite frustrated. In the video, they did say to help minimize your exposure that you could take breaks in between installs. But the bottom line is I'm frustrated because y'all know that we like protected styles over here. And I like a lot of us like protected styles. It's easier for us to manage, just get up and go, like trying to protect our natural hair by putting it away. And it just is frustrating because I'm like, now what is it that we're supposed to use? I heard that there's some like, organic hair. I don't know if organic is the right word, but you guys know what I'm saying. If you guys have any alternatives to the braiding hair that we currently use, please put them in the comments because I want to get my daughter's hair done. And in fact, I was going to get my daughter's hair done very soon because her hair has been out for a while and so has mine. But now I'm like, I don't even know what to do. And if you don't know what video I'm talking about, please go check my repost. I think his name is James. But there's the video that has all the information.
This hair extension has become a signature for our hair culture in the black community. Even after this research, we are now aware that there is toxic in this hair extension. The thing will not stop some people to make the hair extension because some of them will say that since I've been using it, I've never had any health complication. It's not because of this research now that came out now from the moon now. I will not stop to be using my hair extensions. Before this research was made, there have been some scientists that came out online to warn us about using all these hair extensions. And since then, nothing have been made. Sometimes I wonder, how had it been these hair extensions are used mostly by white ladies? I believe by now they would have done something about using chemicals that are more safe to produce this hair extension, because we know that the black women, the black people are the highly disrespect and ignored people all over the world. They don't take anything from black people serious. Most of the time, there is no government that is going to make them responsible for any harm or any of the health of black people. So I believe this is the main reason why this hair extensions company is becoming more richer by the day, and at the same time they're not trying to make things better for the customers that are providing this hair extension for. I believe too in the different products, in the different chemicals that they use to produce this hair extension, there will be other better alternatives that are safer, but because most of the time this toxic product that they use to produce this hair extension is more cheaper, that's why I believe that they continue to use it, and there's nobody that's going to hold them responsible if at all it causes health damage to the black people. Sometimes the main reason why most of our black sisters are using wig, the European wig extension, because they find it to be very attractive, and sometimes it saves some of them time, the time to be sitting for 8 hours, 7 hours to braid your hair. So sometimes it's very easy for you to throw on a wig on your cornrows. For me, even before this research, I've been thinking about lock, because these days I've been seeing different sisters lock in the social media platform, and the stress of you braiding your hair or sitting down for long hours to braid your hair, it's not as if there's no work in lock while maintaining locks hair, but at least when by the time the hair is being locked together, the maintenance you'll be doing to the hair will be completely different from the beginning of the lock journey. I find it disturbing that even after this research is being made, there will be no government official, especially in the health departments, to take things further to regulate these hair extension companies for them to stop using this toxic substance to produce the hair extension. So I know this video is long already. Anything you have to say, please don't forget to leave it in the comment section below. If you're not subscribed, please try to subscribe, because in this channel we discuss about all things trending on social media. And if you are very interested to be updated in all trendy topics, please don't forget to subscribe and press on the post notification bell sign so that anytime I make a new upload, you'll be informed. Bye bye.